Hey, it's Kevin Schumacher here with the Kevin Schumacher Team at eXp Realty, bringing you this month's monthly market trends update report. Obviously, we've had a lot of things going on, still working through that recovery on with the COVID and all of the crazy things going on in the world. So hopefully we'll start to get a little bit back to normalcy, especially with an election year, a lot of changes. But one thing that is really consistent is we're still seeing really low interest rates. So not seeing any huge increase in the foreseeable future until the election is over. So, but we are seeing some record low interest rates. So this is really driving the economy. And driving the real estate market. So one of the things when you look at showings, we follow showtime. Looking at the showing numbers, they're still really strong. What we're seeing is actually higher numbers now than what we were seeing at many a times the last couple of years for this time of the year in the month of July and August. The other thing that we're seeing is we're seeing a spike in new listing inventory, which is still down below normal. But what we also are seeing is that the existing inventory that's out there, our inventory levels are definitely substantially below normal, which we'll break down a little bit here in our local market. But the amount of inventory can't keep up with the buyer demand. So it's definitely a seller's market out there now. When you look at the market recovery index, and when our analysts dissect those numbers, we're actually getting really close to the pre-COVID numbers of where we were. And that's basically looking at, that's where the index basically looks at consumer confidence, sales rates, and so forth to come up with those numbers. When we look at a survey that was done back in April, that same survey was done here in July. The two points that really stand out different in the July survey is the desire for the consumer to own property is now in their top 4, as well as moving from a city to the suburbs. So people wanting to get a little bit out of the chaos, whether that's just a little bit slower pace, maybe the confinement with COVID. There's a lot of variables there, but those were the two things that really jumped out in this most recent survey. The other survey is 63% of the people that were surveyed plan to buy due to the fact of working remotely. So again, a heightened awareness on the ability to work from home, not only the consumer and the employee, but also the employer, looking at how we've been able to function so well with our employees working from home, and also increasing profitability, not having that high overhead. So another aha. So when we really break down the numbers and we look at where we are locally in the numbers, and here we are regionally in the Colorado Front Range, I start with Larimer County. When you look at actives, 856 homes currently on the market, 700 homes actually sold last month. That number is actually up by 14%, and we're looking at average days on market of 68 days. Average days on market. Average sales price, $484,000, and then we're looking at our inventory, 1.2 months inventory, meaning if not one home hit the market, we'd be out of inventory in that Fort Collins, Larimer County market in exactly 1.2 months. When we look at Weld County, one of the larger counties, 803 homes currently on the market, 672 homes sold last month. That number is actually up by 20%. Average days on the market, 63 days on the market from when the market hits, when the listing hits till when it actually closes. Still looking at about a 30 to 45 day duration as far as contractual period and due diligence. We're looking at $425,000 average sales price, 1.1 months inventory currently, and that number hasn't changed from the previous month. Same with Larimer County, the inventory number hasn't changed from the previous month as well. Breaking down Boulder County, 530 homes currently on the market. 441 homes actually sold last month in Boulder County. That number, when we look at days on market, 35 days, average days on market, and we're looking at the inventories actually increased. The sold inventory actually increased by 32% as well. Average sales price, $792,000, and we're looking at 1.2 months inventory currently. So, and that number is still the same as what it was in July as what it was in June. Then we break down Denver Metro. The Denver Metro numbers, 2,289 homes currently on the market. 3,595 homes sold last month. So huge numbers in the metro area, strong market. That number is actually up 20% over what it was in June. So record numbers in July. Average days on the market, 23 days on the market. Again, another thing that sort of skews the numbers a little bit is new construction. A lot of the builders out there, they're not actually putting the homes into the system until they actually sold, so that sort of collapses the days on market a little bit. So just to keep that in mind. Average sales price, $563,000. There's actually less than 1 month's inventory. Currently, it's actually 0.9 as far as inventory on the market based upon the demand for Denver. So again, super strong, hot market. That inventory number is down by 18%. So as many of you are seeing in these numbers, there is definitely a need and a demand for listings. So if you are curious of how this market has affected your equity position, or even over the last 3, 5, and 7 years, how much equity have you grown in your home? And we've had many clients that have actually wanted to maximize that equity position, maximize that, and encompass with the low interest rates, and make that next move a little sooner than later, so they can take advantage of those low interest rates, get into that little more of an upgraded neighborhood, or whether it's upgrading some of the general features that they've always wanted in their home. So however we can help you out and give you clarity on the market, we're here for you. So feel free to give us a call at 720-230-3030. You can reach any one of us on our team. You can visit Kevin at Kevin Sells CO is my email. Kevin Sells CO is where you can get all of your market information. We really appreciate all the repeated referrals from all of our clients, friends, family, and so forth. However we can help you out, we're here for you. We're your local resource, and we look forward to helping you in the future as well.